Last time on Fractured Sky, Leet is fired upon by one of the ships, her wing is hit, and it is ripped off of her in midair, and she begins to fall. The vision Chilo had back in the arena with Leet, with one wing, seems to be coming true. Ruin, viewing this display from a distance, attempts to reach her and save this mystery woman who is shot down. Munch's owl is sent to catch her in her own bag of holding, and narrowly succeeds. Reyna starts questioning Goat's whereabouts, and the fighting continues.
I wouldn't say it's going well.
I want to say we're on the tipping point where it's like it could go either way right now.
I just see how many guards are still on deck. I guess your guys' plan is to cut the head off the snake and then you're good, but we'll see.
Well, we've still got a bunch of prisoners on the ship too, right?
There is a small chunk of them that stayed.
No, like a big chunk.
There are still some prisoners. I don't know about a large chunk. Most of the prisoners are on the ship that is currently on a controlled descent, I believe.
Yep. Controlled descent from that one Aarakocra who Goat spared.
Wilbur.
Heck yeah, Wilbur.
Let's go, Wilbur.
I didn't think Goat got through to him at all, but Goat still let him live.
So currently we have Ruin has joined the fray, but
not really.
Not really.
Actually met any of us yet.
Wishful. I'm wishful. I want to join the fray.
He's wishful. Yeah, so Elite has just fallen from the sky. Moncha was able to save her with his owl and her bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why
about that one.
Ruin went down because he was going to try to save her, but he wasn't quite fast enough.
Ruin is currently, I believe, being strung behind the ship, holding onto a rope that was connected to an arrow that he shot into the hole. So he's just
and my fireflies are pushing the ship.
And your fireflies are somehow pushing the ship.
Somehow, your fireflies are pushing the entire ship. I forgot about that. In your Peter Pan-esque moment.
That's right.
The other ships, I believe that green ship behind regained control. Willis and his crew were on that green dot ship, and they were on their way. That was where Ruin was as well, actually, I believe.
Yeah, I'm with...
before he jumped off the side.
Before he jumped off, you were with Willis and the gang, and they were able to regain control of that ship. The other three in the fleet are moving forward. Moncha, Chilo, and Reyna are on the frontmost ship with Lord Skygale, and these ships are very hurt.
Yeah, I think several of the ships took damage.
Yeah.
Including the one we're currently on.
Actually, I think the one you're on hasn't really sustained much damage.
Yeah, I think that's the one that's the most stable.
Because you were on the flaming ship that Go brought down, and then you moved onto this ship that hadn't really taken any hits yet.
I thought this one had taken one hit, because I thought I had hit it. When this ship
I hit... It got rammed into, but it didn't take any cannon fire.
Which ship did I shoot?
I believe you shot the...
I thought it was this one, but I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong.
I think it was the one that's descending right now.
Oh, okay.
Because it was before any of that change that had happened.
I thought I had shot at the one that he had gotten on. So that's why I thought it was this ship. But I could be it's been a hot minute, so I could be remembering wrong.
From my notes, it does not look like it. Or if you did it, you might have missed.
Well, I think I missed. Did I shoot twice, or did I shoot?
I don't know. I have the ships.
Remember. It's been too long. It's been too long.
Alrighty. Well, let's jump right in. I believe we're at the top of the round with Moncha.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And we'll just jump right in, because you got guards around you. Chilo, your darkness up.
Yep.
Lord Skygale looks like is inside of the darkness at the current moment. And he's probably going to die soon.
I hope so.
Planning on killing him or capturing him so he can command his troops to...
The second thing first, and then the first thing.
Kill him and then have him... I mean, we could disguise self, right?
Oh, yep. You got that freaking incredibly powerful spell.
Moncha has wings.
Listening to the arena episode.
Moncha, you're about to get a promotion.
Well, I don't know if he has any spell slots left, though.
Happened in the arena. Oh, when I tricked guy
Dude,
into switching.
You
to
guys
fight, Brian.
use disguise self, then you're minor illusioning things, and I'm just like, oh my goodness.
Oh, to escape and all that jazz?
To
Yeah.
escape, to leave goat. And
I
whatever.
love minor illusion so much.
It's so good.
We didn't mean to leave goat. I feel
That's
really
fine.
bad
It's
about
fine.
that.
Well,
Things
Yeah.
go how they're
left
supposed
us.
to.
Yeah, waiting for Raina to actually find out about goats still too. So
Yeah, Raina still doesn't know about goat. She did in the end of last session attempt to say something to Chilo, and Chilo was like, "Not now," basically. If I recall,
we'll talk about that later.
later. So Raina still doesn't know what happened.
yeah.
Okay. Well, Monsha is going to attack Lord Skygale with a Ray of Frost.
A ray of frost. Beautiful.
Yeah, and that will be done at disadvantage, but that is okay. It's at disadvantage even if he can't see it, right?
Right, because you
even
can't
if he's-
actually see him.
You can't see him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
so
I
it doesn't
can shoot at
cancel out.
disadvantage, or correct?
Yeah, you can shoot at disadvantage because at this point you've seen him go into it. You're using your other senses to pinpoint him essentially.
Yeah,
Right.
you can basically hear that he's in some part of the darkness, so you're kind of guessing and you're kind of blind firing.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. That will be a 16 to hit.
A 16 will hit.
Nice. Oh, I'm sorry. That is a 15. I don't know if that changes it. I did my math bad.
A 15 will miss.
It change it.
It did change it.
All right, there we go. Well, that's fun. I will go ahead and just move right next to the tentacle. And I'm pretty sure that's all I can do. So I'll end my turn.
Cool. Okay. Well, I think at this point he is going to. He still look like his bodyguard. He has no reason to believe the quote blue devil is in the darkness. So he is going to.
Oh, interesting.
read.
I looked it up because I was curious. If you're in darkness and you have disadvantage, but then you have an advantage because he also can't see, you actually just roll straight. Because you have disadvantage because you can't see, but then you would have advantage on him because he can't see. So Google says you roll straight.
Interesting. Oh, I guess he is blinded, huh? With that darkness.
If both people are in magical darkness in D&D 5e and can't see, it means you are...
Yeah, attack rolls against the creature have an advantage, and he would have. Yeah, so you would roll it straight.
Well,
Monsha.
if that's your ruling.
Yeah,
But I
I'd
mean,
roll it
it's
straight then.
up to you. But
And-
technically, yeah.
No, I think that sounds good. It makes sense. What would
right.
be your new attack? Since
24.
yeah, that's gonna miss.
He uses Mega Shield and gives plus 10 to his AC.
And he'll take 10 points of frost damage, and his movement will be reduced by an additional 10 feet.
10 points of frost damage.
And he can only move, I
Yeesh,
believe he
man.
can only move 10 feet this turn
Yeesh.
because
This
he got
is the
hit twice
Lord.
with frost.
Come on, what's
Yeah.
the Lord God? He better have something in store for us.
He had a bodyguard.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I think he would have been a lot stronger if his
Once.
bodyguard was still alive.
he did have something, and Goat took that something out.
Yes, he did. Thank you, Goat.
Good job, Goat. Gone but not forgotten.
Yeah.
All right, and then that would be it for you.
Yeah, that is the end of my turn.
Okay, well, he is going to utilize something I should have utilized last time. He has a legendary action that lets him take the dodge action, and I should have done that sooner. But I'm ruling it as he does it on his turn type thing because I'm not trying to retcon anything weird. So he's going to take the dodge action, so they will be taking disadvantage on attacks against him. And then he's going to descend the stairs just a little bit to get out of that darkness.
Does that end at the end of his next turn?
Yes.
Or the start of his next turn, I mean?
Yeah, start of his next turn.
Okay.
And then he's going to come down just a little bit and stay in the air. So he'll be kind of above me, just outside the darkness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he'll be hovering right above you.
I thought he was still in front of me, but he's coming
He's coming
between me and
just
a wall.
yeah.
Okay.
and he's going to swipe down at you with his rapier.
Okay. I remember if I
Remember the 3Ds.
What? The three what?
3Ds. It's off. It's a dodgeball reference. Never mind.
Okay. Sorry, that one I missed, I guess.
Dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge.
That's a 26 to hit.
A 26 to hit? Dang.
Yeah,
there we go.
That'll for sure hit me. Yep.
That's what I like to see. Or I don't like to see.
Kilo up, so.
And, jeez. That's a nat 20 for a second hit.
Oh, frick. I was going to say, I remember this guy hits hard anyways.
Yeah, he's not his bodyguard, but he still hits pretty hard.
Gosh dang it. Do I think that...
You got any silvery barbs over there?
I do. I'm debating if I use my last level 1 spell slot on it or not.
That silvery barbs might be worth it just to not take that nat 20. And then you can give somebody advantage. Although
Yeah,
you could
I'm
probably
trying to...
give yourself advantage and then hit him.
I'm trying to remember. Well, no, what I'm debating is if yeah, let's go ahead and do it, I guess.
Using silvery
Roll again.
barbs.
Roll again.
That helped. That will be a 13.
A 13 will miss.
Yep.
There you go.
So 1 hit instead of a hit and a crit.
Not fun for you, is it,
much
Jordan?
better.
Silvery barbs.
Hey, that was my
Hey,
last
man.
level 1 spell slot, though, so...
I don't think this man is long for this world anymore, but he's going to go out fighting.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the damage from the 1 hit that hit?
Not great, because I rolled terrible. 5
Good.
points of piercing damage.
5 points?
Wow.
Take it.
And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
A strength saving throw? Ooh, my first roll of the night. My strength is absolutely crap, so this is going to be great. Oh, I rolled this. We're off to a great start, guys. I rolled a nat 1 with a -1 modifier.
Nice.
So a 0.
I need you to be pushed back 10 feet and fall prone.
Okay, so which direction is he pushing me back? Up the stairs or down the stairs?
You'll just kind of hit to the side of the stairs,
To the
because
side.
he's kind of next to you, yeah.
Okay. So, like, he wants to push me, like, here? Whoop.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you'll be knocked prone.
Okay.
Lams up against the wall and falls to the ground.
Yep.
Dang, knocked prone?
Yep.
I like that. Punish us for nat 1s, Jordan. I don't do it enough, so do it. Punish us.
Alrighty. And that will be it for him.
All right, come on.
Let's jump to Ruin.
I'm pulling myself up to the ship.
You're pulling. Okay.
And I'll dash if I have to. I'm trying to get to the top of this ship.
What's your movement speed? Because you.
Oh gosh, am I really that far away?
Yeah, you're on a road too.
My movement speed's only 30 feet, so if I dash, it'd be 60.
Gotcha.
But yeah, continue.
1 second. How does a climbing speed work in 5e?
Oh.
Well,
Boots half the
so
walking
in
speed while
my
climbing.
imagination, I still have the birds with me.
You're basically,
You
like,
just-
walking up with the birds, kind of?
Well, I was
You
hoping
do
they'd
still have the
assist.
birds with you. I will give you the assist and let you move your full movement.
Yes,
Right
that is
now.
what I want to do. I'd like to dash so I could get to the ship or to the top of it. Benevolent DM.
I would like you to also, if you want to try to get to the top, make an animal handling check.
Ooh, okay.
I don't use that enough.
Well, I am proficient in such a thing. Does that... So, James, you use Roll20 a lot. Is that already added to my bonus to animal handling, my proficiency?
Oh, I've never made a character sheet on Roll20, so honestly, I don't know.
Apparently, I'm alone here on my or not Roll20. Sorry, D&D Beyond. I apologize. I'm saying the wrong
D&D
thing.
Beyond?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
if you
so-
click animal handling and you are proficient in it, it will automatically add your proficiency.
Okay, awesome. That is a 19. That's a 13 plus 6.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. I'll say you're able to get on board this ship.
Okay, when I climb up on top of whatever you call it, I guess the deck, what do I see? What am I seeing happening around me?
So you're climbing up on this deck, and it is just packed with people.
Okay.
Basically, every surface of this deck has people on it.
Are there any obvious females?
Okay.
It's a weird question. It'll make sense here soon.
Make
Yeah.
a.
Ruin's trying to get a date.
Everyone's trying to get a date. Make a perception check. Actually, no, I'm not going to make you roll for that. There's girls everywhere. It's not like a boys' party.
All right, there's girls everywhere. All right.
I'm thinking like, oh, you're looking for like specifically like Talia or something, but no, there's.
Yeah, I don't
You
even.
wouldn't know who Talia is.
You don't know who that is.
So there's women everywhere.
Girls, boys, brawlers.
The moment I get on top of the deck and notice all the ladies, it still sounds weird. It'll make sense, okay?
We're gonna be a predator over here.
Ruin's gonna get on one knee and almost bow, and he's gonna communicate 100 to all the women in 120 feet of him.
Okay,
if you'll allow
I
me.
love that.
I'm gonna say you can target the ones you can see.
Okay.
But you can't be like, I'm targeting specifically women. Because I think you have to.
Yeah, so he'll get down on one knee and almost in a bow. Greetings. Are you all queens? Pardon my offense, but I have to ask. And I'm going to hold one of my hands out. Or one of my claw hands. I'll figure out a good word for them.
Wait, is the queen the only woman in your tribe?
Well, no, I think Ruin is basically a bee. He's like either a worker or a soldier bee.
I can't give you that information. You'll find out.
Oh, okay. Above board table, like
no, not keeping a secret.
Okay, cool.
Let me pull you out here. You basically came from the back of the ship. Would you like to be on the right or left side?
Righty tighty.
Righty tighty. Okay. I mean, you're going to get a few people who look confused because they're not used to having someone speak directly into their head, and they probably don't even know that you're there because there's so many people on board here. But a few of the closest ones are going to see you climb aboard and then see your gestures and see that you've been, you're the one communicating to them. Not a queen, no, but I mean, that would be nice. Who are you? She's going to kind of look over the edge. Where did you come from?
I'm going to stand up straight.
My name is Ruixius Nelvar, but I'm known by friend or foe as Ruin.
And I'll give a bow.
You say you are not queen, so you do not own a hive? Is that correct?
No. Why would I have a... Are you...
I'm just going to tilt my head, almost confused.
I don't know what you are.
I told you I am Ruin, my lady.
Yeah, but you're...
Known by friend or foe as Ruin, yes.
I'm a person, and you're a bug creature?
They call me Thrycreen. I am from there.
And I'll look up to the sky.
Okay, well, can I help you?
Well, no queen should be in distress. Are you in distress? I forget you're not a queen. But anyway, my lady, are you in distress?
Well, I was until we kind of escaped that whole situation.
Who is steering the vessel?
I don't know.
A lady who does not know whose fate their hands in. Don't understand.
I don't think I like your tone.
I'm sorry. I do not mean to offend. And I'll kind of bow again. Please pardon me. I am not much for communicating with you folk, ladies or queens or whatever species you are. I am only Ruin.
Well, Ruin, I think you can maybe head to the helm and see who's piloting.
Yes, of course, right away.
And I don't have any movement, so that'll end my turn. Come. Well, I'm still communicating with these birds. There's like two of them, the devil and the angel. Come,
let's go.
And yeah, that'll end my turn.
Cool. She's gonna push you off the boat. Just kidding. No. Okay, sounds good. Next up will be...
You froze again, but you're at least not looking up this time.
No, he looks normal.
I even adjusted my settings, man. I thought that maybe that'd help. Whatever. Because it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
All right. Next up will be Leet, who is in a bag of holding and being carried by an owl. Did Moncha,
Yes.
remind me, did your owl land at all, or is your owl taking back, trying to catch up to your boat?
I gave my owl instructions to try to catch back up to the boat.
Okay.
And if Leet has a better idea, to listen to her.
Okay, cool. So Leet is currently in her boat, or in her bag. So you guys don't know what's going on with her. Next up will be these guards, and honestly, most of them are probably going to rush the remainder of these brawlers who stayed on board. So they're going to be taking some hits here. Pulling some out of the woodwork.
Whoa! Where are those coming from? Wait a
the
second.
rooms, man.
You're just
The rooms,
pulling
man.
random
I'm
ones
watching him
out?
pull them out. Yeah, the rooms.
They're in the rooms, man. Just pull
He's
out
the
navigation.
DM. He can magically
know?
create as many as he'd like.
No, I have a set number and I'm not straying from it. Otherwise, this would be impossible. But they are going to go on some bit of a attacking spree here against some of these guys. Where are my brawlers?
Well, I will say Rune pulled up his rope and all that jazz.
Oh, yeah, cool. Let's see. Room, you, guards. Okay. Most of the brawlers are still there. A few have gone down, but you are in darkness and can't see that. Next up will be Reyna. You are lying prone on the ground. Lord Skygale is hovering slightly above the ground near you. And Chilo, I believe, is at the bottom of the stairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chilling in his darkness.
I believe outside of the darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
outside.
at the bottom of the
This is-
stairs,
Okay.
down at the inside the ship.
Yeah, top of the
Basically,
stairs was darkness.
Skygale
Gotcha.
is at the edge of the darkness.
So none of the other soldiers followed him down here. It's just him down here.
Yeah, right now.
How hurt does he look? Out of curiosity.
To be honest, he looks pretty hurt.
Cool.
He's taken quite a few hits here.
Well, I was super excited because I thought I was going to get a roll with advantage, and then I remembered that you said that he took the dodge action, so everything was at disadvantage. So I just get a roll straight, correct?
Yep.
So
At least you won't
That's
be rolling at
unfortunate.
disadvantage.
true. Yeah, but I was super excited about advantage. Oh my goodness. Guys, my rolling has got to get better. I rolled a 4.
You're getting it out early in the session. It's all good. First
Hey,
hour,
that's good.
get him out of there.
That's not gonna do it for sure. So I'm
come
no
on, you don't
help.
have a-
I did. Huh?
You don't have a plus 12 to hit at level 5?
Oh well, I mean, I guess I could give you what I have a plus 8, so it's a 12 to
Nice.
hit. But I'm pretty sure that still misses.
Yeah, no.
And I feel like a +8 is pretty good at level 5.
Yeah.
That is
Well, I
pretty
have
good.
It's ridiculously good.
I have. Well, I mean, I have a plus 1 sword, so that helps.
Yeah. Also, are you standing up, Reyna? Just
Oh yeah, I used half my movement to stand up, obviously, before I hit.
Yeah.
So I didn't. Yeah.
I figured just
Jordan, you're
and
frozen
then,
again.
no.
Someone get a screenshot.
No, I gotta wait for like a real goofy one to take a screenshot of.
Yeah.
so you can do another one.
Oh yeah. That'll be his face for the intro of Voidwalkers.
Let's
The
go.
goofiest one I can capture.
And then I guess I'll move like slightly down here. So we're kind of flanking the stairs, and then unfortunately, that'll end my turn.
Gotcha. That's fine.
Oh, I don't like how you were measuring things.
We're good. We're good. Next up is Willis.
What's Willis do? Oh, we don't know, I guess.
I don't know. Willis is doing his thing, you know?
All right.
Yeah, nobody's on his ship.
He's doing
Actually,
something.
Ruin, make a perception check, since you are the closest one to him.
I love
Granted, he is far away.
Rolling dice is so fun.
But I thought Willis was on a different ship then.
He is, but I'm closest. That's a 14.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't notice anything.
All right.
It's alright.
Yeah, there's so many ladies around, so it makes sense.
You're distracted by all the women.
Alright, next up will be the Brawlers. And I'm just going to come through and take off the damage that they're going to be doing here. Next up will be Chilo. Go ahead and...
Okay. Oddly enough, first off, I'm going to use my reaction to cancel to have my roll not be affected by disadvantage.
Nice.
Or reaction.
So yeah, it's called Restore Balance. Basically, if I see a creature about to make a roll that is affected by advantage or disadvantage, I can make it a normal roll.
Ooh, okay.
How many times can you use that?
Proficiency number of times equal to proficiency bonus.
Nice.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's a 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Heck yeah. He's gonna take. This is an Eldritch Blast. He's gonna take 1 point of force damage and be forced 10 feet back.
Yeah.
One point. Yeah,
How do you kill him?
That'd be so good.
that'd be awesome.
Oh, I have to ask: is he in the darkness now?
Yes, he will be in the darkness now.
Nice.
Now I get advantage.
Let's go.
Now we get advantage.
That's definitely gonna hit. That's a 25.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
This time he takes 10 points of force damage.
Oh, okay, that's worse. That's a lot worse.
No, that's better.
It's better for us.
He's not looking too great, Chilo. He's looking pretty hurt.
Oh, he gets pushed back 10 feet again.
Further into the darkness.
So he's at the top of the stairs, so he gets pushed. He gets actually pushed just outside the darkness again on the opposite side.
Oh, okay.
But
That's funny.
in the air, though, because he was flying, so he's just been getting shunted upward and outward. Eesh.
It just keeps coming back up the stairs looking steadily worse.
This is the first time he got pushed. He got pushed all the way out this time. He's just like, oh my gosh. Okay. Sheesh, man. That's not great.
Chilo is going to move into the darkness.
There you go. This natural element.
Yeah. And Bartolome is going to follow him and keep an... So Bartolome is going to be...
So everyone has disadvantage on you now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the potential of being a spellcaster.
Oh wait.
Yeah, Brian, there's whole builds around it.
Wow.
Oh, I still have a bonus action. Heck yeah. How far up in the air is Mr. Skygale?
Like 7-8 feet. Pretty close to the ground. Still.
The tentacle's gonna move forward. Yeah, that's another 25.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
That's 12 points of cold damage.
12 points of cold damage.
Let's go.
Jordan's frozen
That's
again.
awesome.
Bro.
It's weird that you can just turn it off and back on, and then you're fine.
It's a setting with my camera, I think, because I found it in my thing and it was like on like a default turn off after so much time, and I changed it. I turned that off and now it's doing it even more, so I don't know.
Interesting, okay.
Oh, that's rough.
Honestly, it might be because if I'm clicked onto the other screen, it's like not detecting that like I'm using Discord.
Okay.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah. PCs are weird.
The movements over here. Yeah, they're weird.
That would make sense. It doesn't think you're in that application anymore, so it's like, oh, you don't need your camera anymore. You're not in Discord.
Yeah.
Maybe could see that be the case.
All right. Anything else, Chilo?
Nope, that was it.
All right, Mocha.
All right,
you just
man.
heard him.
That
You
was
just heard him
it.
take multiple hits.
You did so much better than I did.
So he is out of the darkness, or his head is still in the darkness?
He is out of the darkness now.
Okay. Well, I don't know how much health he has left, but I don't want to give away my cover that I am not his bodyguard. So I am going to attack him at disadvantage.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and do Ray of Frost.
All right, roll the hit.
Oof.
Yeah, disadvantage. Because you're in the darkness. You already said that though. What's your roll to hit?
Yeah, it wouldn't have worked either way. I rolled a 4 and a 7, so
Yeah.
yeah, we'll
You
go.
don't have a plus 12 to that hit, do you?
Actually, hey, I might have a luck point still. Let me see if I have any luck left.
Oh, I think you do actually.
Yeah. Let me go to where I have that written down. Yeah, I haven't used any of my luck, so I'll go ahead and use 1.
Yes.
All right, let's see it. I rolled a 5.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wow, that's great. You can only do it once, right?
Yeah, you
Once a
can't just
day.
keep reusing it. No, you can do it 3 times a day, but you can only use it
Oh.
once on a roll.
Okay.
Once on a roll. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, well, that will unfortunately end my turn. We'll go ahead and just stay right where we're at.
Yeah, that it's not great. Okay.
We're not as cool as James.
It's hard to be that cool, so we gotta
It
temper
is.
our expectations.
I'm just trying to figure out sorcerers.
Trying to figure them out. What are you talking about? You're doing great.
Yeah,
You're doing
okay.
the show right now.
He is going to be a coward.
Yeah,
Coward!
I figured.
Makes
Okay.
sense. Goat was calling him something very similar when
Hey,
he was
I
getting
Man, we
dragged through the
I believe you
city.
did. Like,
Yeah.
you called him a
We
coward, I believe, already. Yeah.
We should have kept him down here. Chilo, we should have trapped him down here so he couldn't have left.
Can I yell at him before he's a coward?
I mean, your turn was right before, so yeah, go ahead and yell.
All right, cool.
Does disguise
Wait.
self change your voice?
No.
You've just been giving me slack this whole time.
Performance check.
I don't need a performance check. I mean,
Yeah. We'll do a performance check. And
yeah. What are you yelling?
I will yell out from the darkness, "My lord, they're killing me. They're killing me and our men."
I
Roll
don't think he
with
cares,
advantage.
but we'll see.
Roll with advantage.
Sweet. I need it because apparently the most charismatic player does not have any charisma. Where's my performance at? Okay. That is a 15.
That's not
15.
bad.
Pretty good. Pretty
That's
good.
Not bad.
I have a
Particularly
+1,
considering you don't.
so
Yeah, particularly since you don't have much charisma. Pretty good.
yeah.
Matt just always needs to play characters with good charisma, apparently.
Yeah.
And none of them have had it, except I think Korn maybe.
Korn did, yeah. He had some pretty good.
Horn had good
He had
charisma,
some.
yeah.
Yeah.
He got like bonus proficiencies and stuff, so.
Oh, this is gonna be so bad for me because I rolled bad on that.
Ooh.
He's going to yell out to you, thinking you're his bodyguard, and say, "Are you not my greatest guard? Get on your feet and fight back." And he's going to be using his commanding presence bonus action. And Monsha, being under the guise of his guard, he is going to use this on you. And he can choose one, quote, ally. So he's thinking you're an ally within 60 feet that can hear him. That ally can make one weapon attack as a reaction or move up to half its speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, what do I do, Jordan? What do I do?
That's great.
Because really, he would not leave you to die if you were his guard.
Yes. Okay.
That sucks for me.
That does suck for you. I can either attack or move half my movement. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and it has to be a weapon attack?
A weapon attack, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll shoot him with my longbow.
Yeah, I figured.
Come on.
Roll the
All
hit.
right. Yeah,
Disadvantage.
I know. Let's see if I can get a 5 and a 6 again. That'd be
Oh, I hope you
great.
kill him because he's going to know after this.
Oh my gosh, that's a 16.
16 will hit.
Oh my goodness. Well, he might not know, you know?
What the hell are you doing?
Maybe I can spin it.
Yeah.
My lord, I can't see. It was a misfire.
Misfire.
Well, he doesn't know who shot him. He can't see.
All right, he will take 12 points of piercing damage.
12 points of piercing damage.
That was max.
Alrighty. Max damage on that? Man.
And George looks so happy about it too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
How do you kill him?
No way.
Yes. Oh, that's such a good way to go out.
That's crazy.
That's such a good way to go out.
Oh my gosh. I can I flavor this up a little bit, Jordan?
Oh yeah.
All right, okay. The arrow is not going to kill him. It's going to just knock him to the ground, and you'll see me step out of the darkness and come up to him with a dagger in my hand, and I'll get right up next to him, and I'll look at him and say, "Your reign of terror is over, my lord, and there's nothing you can do about it."
Are you still looking like his bodyguard doing this?
Yes, I am. Just completely confusing him.
He'll look at you and say, Zephyrin, you know the cost if this does not work. You know the cost of this. What are you doing? Stand down.
Yeah, I'll stand down. Just kidding. No.
All right, convinced.
Yeah, I'm convinced. We'll slit his throat.
Yep. Fair enough. Give me 1 second.
And as we slit his throat, keep doing what you're doing. We are going to start working on beheading him.
Yeah. Go to proofs.
I've been waiting to say that for like 4 sessions.
Okay. As you kill him, your dagger going into his throat, blood is coming out, obviously, and a thick black liquid starts to seep out from him. And it bubbles, it grows, and out of his body rises one of those shadow possessors that Chilo had fought in the arena, which only Chilo would recognize it.
Chilo sees it though, right?
I would say Chilo would be able to see it.
Okay.
Oh.
Dang.
Can anybody else see it, or is it just me?
Monsha can see it because he's right there, and Monsha.
Once again, I'm going to be left out of the loop.
Yeah, Munch's gonna start backing away unless he can't.
No, you can. But he's going to look at you and say, "You have killed my host. He was a great one to be in.
He's kind of a jerk.
He was powerful. But no matter, I will be... Well, I have work to do." And he's going to turn, and the guard to the ground next to him, you're going to see his shadows envelop that guard and absorb him.
Is he dead? The guard?
The guard was already dead, yes.
Right, okay, cool.
And Chilo, you've watched this happen. Monsha, you don't remember there being a guard there. He has told you he has work to do, and he has shifted to the side. And Chilo, you have watched him absorb this other guard.
Do I still see him?
Yeah, he's still there. But you've essentially what you've recalled is he's just emerged from Lord Skygale, told you he has work to do, and that you've killed his host, and then kind of moved away a little bit. And Chilo has seen him absorb a creature and devour it and its memories.
Can I ask him what work he has to do?
Just gathering materials.
Materials? As in bodies?
Yes. It's no concern. I'll be hanging around for a minute. If you'll just leave me be, I have no business with you.
Was this whole crusade your idea or Skygale's?
Who's to say it wasn't both? Mutual benefit. And let's jump over to Ruin.
Well, even if I run my 60 feet, I'm not anywhere close to the helm.
I should probably say, actually, the guards around you look horrified, Monsha, that you just are beheading their leader, your leader, because you're looking like the bodyguard. So just so you know, it has had a very strong impact on the rest of the crew here.
All right, that was my intent.
Yeah, that's shaking people up a bit here. But we're hopping over to Ruin. You are down at the bottom corner of the ship.
Yes.
And what are you doing?
Dashing, going a piddly 60 feet to about the middle of the boat.
Sweet. I believe you should be able to control him.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I should be able to. Yeah, so I'll run to there. Yeah, there's a door, and it's closed.
Yep, closed currently. Anything else?
We're in a ship that is slowly descending.
Yep, you're getting pretty close to the ground at this point.
And not that it's my, not that Ruin would know, but is Leaf on this ship?
Leet is not on the ship. She is in her bag of holding,
Okay.
and the owl is flying towards the other ship.
Gotcha.
How fast is that owl, Monsha, when it's dashing?
I believe the number is big, so hold on.
I think it's, 60 feet normally? Then
I think it is 60 feet normally.
How far can
120?
you have a
Yep, 120.
familiar
dashing.
go from you?
It's unlimited, but they can only communicate telepathically 100 feet away.
That's what it is.
so he'll
So I
just
can try
continue
giving-
following. He'll follow the orders until he's in range again.
Was Ruin aware that the ship was so heavily damaged?
The one you're on?
Yeah.
It's not like super heavily damaged. It's just so full of people
Gotcha.
and damaged, but not like horrendously, like it's gonna explode.
Because it did take fire, so it is damaged, but it's not like falling apart.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. I guess I still have my connection with all of the women.
It's so weird when you say it like that.
I know. That time I did it on purpose.
You mean to tell me no one knows who is steering this vessel?
One lady Bayou is just gonna point to the doors and say, he's just in there. He's in there.
I can't reach.
If only I could reach there.
Okay, well, I don't want to okay, I'm not going to play it like my turn's over, but yeah, it's essentially what I do, and I run my 60 feet. But yeah, these birds are still with me. These,
Cool.
What were they called, Jordan?
Freak.
What species of bird are these?
Lay down.
Because they're homebrew creatures.
They're homebrew creatures. Let me find out. They are
Gliders?
sky gliders.
Sky gliders.
Sky
Okay.
gliders.
Okay, I was going to say something, but no, you go ahead. That ends my turn.
Next up will be Elite, who you guys don't know anything about. Then the guards.
Well, I will if she does something.
She's in her bag of holding.
Cool.
So
You only know if she comes out of the bag.
That's what I would say. Keeping an eye.
yeah. So she is not emerging from her bag at this point. And next up will be the guards, who are not going to do anything. They are basically standing there in stunned silence. The bodyguard, has just killed the leader. There's really quite a bit of confusion here. So they're not going to do anything. Reyna, you are below deck. You don't know anything that's happened.
Unless somebody has called down to inform me of what's going on, Reyna has no clue. So Reyna would go up to the stairs to like the edge of the darkness and attack. I don't think I can jump over to the other, but like essentially attack those that are like right on the edge of the stairs in the darkness.
Yeah.
There. Because Reyna doesn't know any better. She doesn't know what's going on, so she's gonna attack the guard there.
Makes sense.
That's fair.
Yep.
I think Chilo might be too stunned to speak.
Disadvantage, right? Because they're
Yes,
No, wait.
'cause they're hidden.
straight. Because I also can't
Oh,
see.
yes.
They can't
Straight
see. That's what we
'cause- yeah,
determined.
straight.
That's right. Okay.
That's right, straight.
Lee, I haven't rolled higher than a 5, I think, this entire night.
Entire night. We're
so
an hour and 7 minutes
Yeah,
in.
I know. I'm like, come on. So that's probably gonna miss. That's a 13 to hit.
Yeah, that's going to miss.
Because apparently, I don't know what's going on with my dice. They can't roll anything halfway decent. So, I guess she'd do that, and then she'd probably kind of come back down here. How far is that? The stairs there. Yeah, so she's gonna tuck herself just around this kind of corner here. And because why not? I'll use the hide action as my bonus action because I have nothing else to do.
All right, that's it for you, Reyna?
Yeah, do I need a roll on to hide?
No.
I mean, no one's looking, so it's
No
not
one's
really
looking.
pointless.
You're through the darkness, like, no one even knows you're down there.
I'll just hanging out down here. Basically, I had nothing else to do with my bonus action, so why not?
Next up will be Willis, who is doing his thing. Ruin, will you make another perception check for me?
Oh, I rolled a 17 on the dice, and I have a plus to that. 19.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, dirty 20.
Cool. Yeah, I'm going to say, glancing around, glancing back and up to where you came from, you can see the ship you came off of is completely off course. It is heading back towards the mainland. So it is broken formation and is leaving.
Well, good thing I got on this ship.
And that is Willis's turn.
What in the...
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you're good. Next up will be the brawlers, but if you'd like to say something, feel free.
Yeah, Ruin's just going to mutter to himself.
What in the...
But then he's going to remember he's connected to all these ladies within 120 feet.
Pardon my French, but...
Yeah,
What in the...
Oh, yeah.
we're going right along here. Ceased fighting. So the guards have
Were
stopped.
you gonna
They have
say, Brian?
stopped.
What? No, it's fine. Go ahead. I'll say it on my turn. Watch. Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone's basically stopped fighting. Chilo, you're up.
I guess I'm holding my action in case hostilities break back out. But Chilo, in a booming voice, is going to say, "Lord Skygale is dead. There is no reason to carry on this fight any longer. Lay down your arms." He's going to try to convince the hostilities to be over.
Yeah, roll persuasion.
Okay, a +8 to that, thanks to the stone thing. That was not an excellent roll, so it'd be a 15.
Not terrible.
Not bad. You're gonna hear a few muttering voices kind of near you. Those two guards that are kind of still in the darkness. What? And they're gonna emerge. They'll emerge from the darkness and look and well, Zephyrin, what are you? What's going on?
Is he beheaded at this point?
I would say
Have I got
yeah.
all the way through? All right.
I would say yeah.
Okay. I'll hold his head up for all to see, and I will say, Lord Skygale was a tyrant, and he did not deserve your loyalty. Men, we need to stand down and return to land. The siege is over.
Ruin is going to be so sad.
I know, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say, honestly, this is gonna do it. I mean, Skygale's dead. His, quote, bodyguard is telling the rest of the men to stand down. Chilo has persuaded the rest of who is out here to stop their fighting. I'm gonna say we're gonna take you guys out of initiative, unless you want to intervene with that shadow, because he is going to continue each round taking a body.
Oh.
Men, Birdmen.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dilo.
Birdman.
I was going to say, who
dead
all can
bodies.
see this thing?
Everyone can see it, but only you can remember what it's doing.
So it just looks like it's like scurrying around the ship to everyone else, right? Like,
Yeah.
kind of like
Everyone else, it's just kind of like gliding around the boat. And Chilo, you'd be able to see it. Each move it makes, it absorbs a body and then moves on to the next.
And I can't. Oh. And nobody remembers when the bodies are absorbed.
Yep. But he is only taking the dead ones.
What you gonna do, Chilo?
I mean, I feel like you could convince to some extent.
I'm thinking of the one that beat him down in the arena, and I'm like, I probably shouldn't mess with him.
Yeah.
Well, that would be if you could convince anyone else to stand with you. You'd have a better shot.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, Chilo's gonna drop his darkness because it's not helping anybody now.
It's see again.
And when the darkness drops, he's gonna try to convince people that the bodies of the guards are disappearing and they're being taken by the shadow.
And I'd like to help in this persuasion. Obviously, I don't remember that.
But you trust him.
I trust him. And if we're going to have an advantage against one of these things, it's going to be leading these men. So I would say something to the extent of, this monster was in allegiance with Skygale and has nefarious purposes. And he is devouring the bodies of your wounded, or of your dead, of your dying and dead. We must fight it.
Either one of you, Chilo or Momcha, roll persuasion straight.
Persuasion straight? Okay.
You do that, Chilo.
Yep. Am I able to guide myself?
I will say yes, but it will cost a body to be taken.
Okay. Yeah, still gonna go ahead and do it.
Raina has
Read
come
all
up
the numbers I
above
can.
deck, but I can't move my piece over there because
Oh,
she,
yeah, I gotcha.
during this whole thing, she would come up and see what's going on and help out.
26.
26.
Dang.
That is really good. You're going to hear some murmurs in the crowd. Some of them are going to kind of take steps toward the dead and kind of stand over their bodies. And you will hear that shadow call out, "Nefarious purposes. What evidence do you have of such a thing?"
Call it an intuition.
An intuition. Well, not like these little birds can stop me. I think I will continue my plunder.
Is he
And
the Oh, go ahead.
He will take another body.
Is he the black shadow thing right below Skygo?
Yes, he is.
Okay. How we feeling, guys? Do the birds look like they're willing to fight him?
I think Kilo's going for it either way.
I'm going to say the birds don't look like they're trying to fight, but more like they're trying to protect their fallen. So if he continues moving that direction, you can assume that they would attack there, but as soon as he would devour that body, they'd forget why they were standing there.
Yeah, exactly. You want to do a joint attack, Chilo?
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay.
First, the tentacle is going to try to attack it.
Okay, and that's cold damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not very good. That's 12.
That is going to... That will miss.
Okay. What are you planning to do, Moncha? I was going to do a couple of Eldritch Blasts, but...
Yeah, I was going to do a Ray of Frost. I'm all out of spells.
Yeah, same. 2 Eldritch Blasts. Okay, so we have a 16. So we have a 23 and a 27. 27's a natural 20.
Both of those will hit.
Okay.
And I have a 17.
A 17 will miss.
What?
Dang.
Right, 9 points.
Oh, go ahead.
9 points of force damage and 4 points of force damage on the critical. Ridiculous. It's going to be pushed back 20 feet.
Pushed back 20 feet in total damage on that? Just give me the total after everyone's hit it, I should say. I guess most are missed.
Well, it was 13 for force.
Raina's going to come up,
feet.
and she's going to hear what they're saying, and she's going to be a little confused, and she's going to like have a look around. And then she's like, "Oh, we're attacking this guy now, and if you'll give me she's gonna mind sliver him."
Yeah, go for it. What does that do?
she's like, "Wait, what? We're this? Oh, okay, sure." she's really confused. She doesn't know what's going on. She's just going with her team here. Oh my goodness, a 19! Finally, I actually hit something.
Hey, here we go.
A 19 will hit this thing.
Okay, so that deal... that's 5 points of psychic damage, and he will have to subtract 1d4 from his next saving throw made before the end of my next turn.
Hey, yeesh.
And I will instruct my men to swarm him and bring him down.
Men.
I am so sorry. I rolled to hit on that, and that was supposed to be a saving throw. I did that wrong.
Oh, what's the saving throw then?
The target must succeed on an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw. Let me find this guy.
I forgot that was a saving throw, not a roll to hit. Of course, my good roll is on something that it doesn't even matter.
That's gonna fail. That's a no. That's a nat 1. So.
Oh yeah, then it still hit. So
Very nice.
Same thing.
Yeah, we're good.
I won't re-roll or anything.
Yeah, no, you're good. Okay. Well, I'm gonna give this guy a turn. Actually, no, I'll let the guards go first. Several of these guards will approach him and start swiping at him with their spears.
Swiping doesn't sound very threatening.
Well, stabbing, piercing, thrusting, and
demolishing.
There we go, annihilating.
Annihilating. You know. Oh my gosh, guys!
Good roll.
My rolls are good. I rolled a nat 20, 3 nat 1s,
Oh.
and
Oh,
4.
Oh. Okay.
Doesn't really matter, because all of these attacks that are hitting him are just going to be passing straight through his shadowy body. And I'm going to let him go next. I'm going to move him to the end of this tracker here. Just you guys go, then he'll go. And he is going to, he's going to move straight into one of these guards next to him. And you can see his body go into this guard, and the guard's body seizes for a moment, and then relaxes, and he turns around. You are being a thorn in my side. I intended to just take the dead, but if you insist, I will make my way to you. And he is going to use his attack on the one he is in. That will
One
fail.
whose body he's inside?
Yep.
Interesting.
I'm going to roll this in chat because that's a lot of dice.
Huh. Dang.
And you're going to see as just this dark energy is going to ripple across this thing's body, this guard. And you can see, it seems like his blood vessels and things are starting to burn and almost decay as this energy washes over him. And then you can see that body get absorbed, and just the shadow remains again. And the few hits that you seem to have dealt to him have, it almost seemed like you punched a few holes in his shadows with your hits, and those holes seem to have been refilled.
Do we remember him going into the body and that whole thing, or no?
Chilo does.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Poor
as far as
Chilo,
we're
just getting
concerned,
horrified.
Yeah.
And he will use the rest of his movement to float on over to this crowd of people.
do they get opportunity attacks on him? Not like it matters.
Yeah.
I mean, they would, but again,
Doesn't
they just
matter.
they have melee weapons, and this thing in its current form would not be affected by that.
Are any of their melee weapons magical?
Not them.
Okay, I figured. That's what I was wondering if needed to be, but I don't know.
And back to let's jump to Ruin real quick. Ruin, it's been a minute since we've talked to you. You just headed into the hell?
Through the door. Yeah, I'm just going to the door, opening up, seeing what's behind there. That's 30 feet from where I'm at.
I would say at this point we've kind of gone through a couple rounds. You can make it up and speak to Wilbur.
I'm under my breath, and everyone that I'm connected to can hear me. I'm going to say,
What in the nine hells, pardon my French, did I get myself into? Helmsman, can you hear me?
and I'm going to attempt to communicate to him via mind link.
Well, hello. Can I help you?
Where are we going? We should be going further up, not down. That's not what ships were made for.
Oh no, we're going down. We need to drop these people off.
But aren't they trying to leave?
Well, no, we're trying to leave the ship. Were you not here for all of this?
Well, I got on board just when everyone else did, but no one knew I was there. Not trying to leave. I'm confused. I have to get off this island. There's nothing worth value of here. Maybe where we were going, there might be something I'm looking for.
Oh, well, to be fair, I'm kind of a free agent at this point.
So you're for
I'll drop
hire.
these. He thinks to himself for a minute. I guess I am.
Well, let me ask you this, free agent. What is the value of life?
What do you mean? Are you looking for a...
I'm looking for an answer, is all. My name is Ruin, known by friend or foe. No bow.
I'm Wilbur. I mean, I think life is good. Taking these people down so they can continue living it.
So you're saying if we stay in the air, there is no living for them?
Well, not where we were. I spoke to a rather odd gentleman. I realized I was being kind of foolish. Why would I sacrifice my life for a man who hasn't really even spoken to me? So I stayed, and they tried to shoot this ship out of the air, so I took it down.
Oh, so you're saving their lives. So you mean to be, if we fly up further, that they'll take fire on us again?
Oh, most likely, yes.
What do I see when I'm looking up at the ships?
You see, they have gone quite a bit further away. So you're kind of inside, but you can see out the front, But they have continued moving these ships, and your ship has been going down. So they have gone further and further away.
Would you define yourself as a soldier or worker, sir?
I don't think either at this point.
Are there any...
I was a soldier.
You were? You're a resigned soldier? How did your queen feel about such a thing?
We had not a queen, but something akin to a king, I would say.
Ruin's gonna tilt his head confused.
You had no queen?
Well, I'm sure at some point Lord Arian was planning to marry, but...
No wonder everything's so falling apart for you. You have no queen. Is there a queen aboard the vessel?
No. What?
Oh, by the 9 hells, I've gotten myself in quite the predicament. How do we get this vessel up and going again? We drop off people and we can set sail?
Well, yes. We can drop some people off and, I'm hoping I don't get caught in this vessel because I'll probably be executed.
Oh, my dead body, you will.
Oh, that's good to hear, Ruin.
You were a soldier resigned. You are for hire, so...
Now he's gonna dig around in his bag he carries with him.
Here you go. You're for hire.
And he'll flick a single gold coin to him.
He'll catch it and go, Ruin, I don't really need this, but if you would be willing, he's going to hand it back. Would you help me steer this ship?
I am somewhat of a navigator myself.
Once we drop some people off, I will not have a crew.
Well, what is the need for a crew when you have a Ruin? Let us drop him off and let's be quick about it. I have places to be and things to find.
Well, certainly. Thank you, Ruin.
There is 2 more pieces where that came from, but then I'm broke. So, let us go find more funds as well along our way.
Casually giving him a third of your life, your life savings. Gosh. All right, let's jump back over to everyone else. Back to you guys. Chilo, Reina, what are you doing?
No, man, stop, Chilo. Stop.
Chilo, seeing that he's basically done nothing to it, it's like, he's gonna say, I don't know if we're capable of fighting this at this time.
We instruct the soldiers to carry their dead away, or should we just let him continue to devour?
Oh, that might be a good idea.
Throw him overboard.
See what he does if they transfer the dead to another ship or something.
Yeah.
Does it look like this thing is walking, or is it kind of floating?
It is floating.
Okay. Oh, throwing the dead overboard might be a good idea.
Reina's still really confused, and she's looking around while you're discussing this, and she's gonna go, "Where's Goat?"
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god, Reina, not now!
Not now, Reina!
Is he still on the other ship?
Reina, leave it alone.
What is going on?
I mean, we just have to be prepared for him to get pissed off if we have him throw their dead overboard.
Yep.
I say we try it and then have them abandon the ship so he has no more people to come after. Well, I guess you and me. So maybe not. I don't know.
He just heals himself with us.
I'm confused. Where did this thing come from? It's eating the bodies?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Chilo's gonna try to explain that it came out of Lord Skygale. It was...
The thing was in him?
It was wearing him like a meat suit.
Oh, that's disturbing.
Oh.
Well, should we maybe stop the ship and make sure that the people on the other ships are okay?
Especially the one that's going down currently.
Yeah. Let's go check on that one.
I think there were still a couple people on the other ships too that were up here, right?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Have the guards that are alive go to the other ships and spread word that the fighting is over.
Mm-hmm.
Can we see the ships that are behind us? Are they still fighting? Are they? What's going on them? Can we see from here?
The other ships, none of the brawlers stayed on those ships.
Oh, there weren't any brawlers left on those ships?
So those ones all evacuated to the other ship. The only reason some stayed on your ship was because you called out to them and told them to stay.
Well, I mean, technically I was right. They did plan to shoot the ship out of the sky.
Oh,
I
yes.
know that somebody was going to save it.
You were absolutely correct. And if Goat had not done what Goat did, they absolutely would have shot them all out of the sky.
Okay, so none of we can see the other ones don't have any brawlers on them?
Yeah.
Okay.
The other ones have kind of just been following the fleet.
Okay.
So you're the head ship. The other two are following. And there's one that is just heading right back to the mainland for some reason.
Because I was really concerned about the other brawlers. That's why they said something about that.
Yeah. Okay, so what is the plan here?
Whoa, yeah, what is the plan, guys? Because
yeah, I say we get all the live guards off the ship and just let the shadow have the dead ones. I don't think we're going to be able to stop it.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yes, over the table. There ain't no way.
Okay, and then for everyone else, what are you guys doing?
Well, Brain is going to suggest to see if we can get our whole party back together and go back to, what was the boat called that we were on? That we came here on? That we chased them? Yeah, the ROS. To go back to the ROS to go back to Rudy's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
Okay. Yeah,
Sounds
I'm going to say, if you guys are not interfering with the shadow and his corpse collecting, he'll just go about his merry way. He's not going to be hostile towards you anymore. And the rest of these guards will either fly to the other ship or they will begin steering this ship back towards the ROS.
Okay.
To drop you guys off.
I'm gonna try to do something that's non-hostile to this creature.
Yeah. What are you wanting to do?
I am going to pull out a magical weapon, and I'm just gonna try to poke him. And I want to see if it pokes him or if it passes through like the other weapons did.
Non-hostile, though.
But that's
Non-hostile poking.
I don't know about that.
So you're trying to literally see if it just slides through
Goes.
their spears and stuff.
Yeah, it's valuable information to have.
Yeah, I get it.
It's a good question. What kind of magical weapon is it?
It's the +1 magical cleaver that we have got from Pasta Pete.
From Pasta Pete.
What's the effect on that, dude? Is it just a +1?
Yeah, it's just a +1. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, it just goes through.
That's crazy. How are you doing this? I'll ask him that.
How am I doing this? I don't have a... Do you think I have a form? Do you think my body exists here?
But how were we able to do damage to you with magic and not weapons?
Oh, magic is a funny thing. It isn't really of this world, is it?
I take it you are not of this world?
Not yet.
What do they call you?
Great question.
That is a great question. Let me find the main one here. What do... me specifically, or us?
Why not both?
Well, some call us shades, some call us shadows. We refer to us as the Revenant.
And what do you mean by us?
We will be here soon enough, and you will see.
I don't like that.
Jeez, man. It seems like my friend is able to remember certain things about you that I cannot recall. Why is that?
Your friend? Is he... Well, right now I am not sure. Perhaps I can visit you later with an answer, if you'd like me to return.
As long as it's only an answer and nothing more. Non-hostile answer.
I'll tell you what, I come back and you give me something in return. And if you have nothing, then perhaps I will be a bit more hostile.
And what is it that you would like? More dead bodies?
Bodies, memories, either will do.
And what do you do with these bodies and memories?
You're asking a lot of questions.
Well, I'd like to get to know my new overlords.
New overlords, that is a smart way of seeing it.
Of course.
We feed on them. Sustains us. Makes us stronger.
Gosh, I wish I was there.
Sorry, Brian.
That's okay.
Are there thousands of you?
Hundreds, thousands. Varies on the day. Depends on what form we take. Depends how many memories we have. How many bodies we've consumed. What the Revenant decides to grant us.
So the Revenant is your leader.
Leader, one and the same. Less of a leader, more of a force of nature.
Well, I look forward to meeting him.
I look forward to telling him about you.
If you do decide to come back, the information that you provide us will need to be valuable. However, I can guarantee that I will have something for you.
I will take that into consideration. If you'll excuse me, I have business to attend to. And he will begin floating across the deck again. And Sheila will watch him as he continually just picks up bodies. He is leaving Skygale's body alone, though.
He's already consumed it because there was no soul to collect there. Soulless.
Each time this shadow consumes a body, you see like a look of like nausea cross Chilo's face.
Brian, I'm curious, what would you have asked him had you been on the ship?
I can't say.
It's not like I'd go up and ask him that, but you're good.
Good.
He'd have his own questions, his own selfish questions to ask. I guess is what I can give you.
Yeah. It is interesting that he was not hostile and he answered all of those questions.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting.
Because he's so powerful. I'm afraid. I'm so intrigued in what Chilo's backstory involves, and somehow freaking your girlfriend is like involved with you, and she knows Chilo somehow, and I don't know. I'm excited to find it all out.
I agree.
I'm glad I'm building an immersive world for you all.
Oh yeah, I'm very curious.
But yeah, I'm gonna say, you guys can turn these ships around. You can take it back to the ground. You can take these people home if that's what you're wanting. Well, I guess most of them are on the other ship, and Wilbur is taking them down. But if the rest of you would like to regroup on the ROS, I will allow that.
How many of the brawlers are left on the ship?
Not many, like 10 to 15.
I was going to say, if these guys don't want to, I mean, we could just take all the brawlers with us on the ROS back to town.
Now, before we do this, I do have an idea.
Okay.
Why take the ROS when we can take this ship?
Because this ship is far too big for us.
I mean, we can get a crew.
Yeah, you get a crew. You got a navigator with 4 arms ready to go.
We can pay someone a weekly wage.
Over the table, Ruin has just struck a deal with Wilbur on the other ship.
I don't know that. I don't even know who Ruin is.
That's true. You guys have no idea who the heck this guy is, but
we'll find out soon enough. I'm an opportunist. We've got a big ship in our grasp that's worth probably like 100,000 gold.
Yeah, we could at least sell it.
Raina would like to at least bring the ROS back to Rudy, though.
Oh yeah, of course.
We could divide. We could have somebody stay with this ship and bring this ship somewhere, but also have some people bring the ROS back to Rudy's.
Oh yeah.
I'm okay with that if we want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds good to me.
I just saw the caption under our chat here, Jordan. I don't know how long that's been there, but I like it.
Which one?
Goat is goated for what Goat did. Just noticed it.
Who wrote that? Was that you, Jordan?
No, that was not me.
That wasn't you?
You're white.
Oh, that was James?
James?
I was gonna make that joke, and I was like, it'll be funnier if I just put it as the status.
I like that. Very cool.
I never would have even noticed that.
I didn't even know you could do that. That's so funny.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, you guys can get back to the ROS. Bonsha, your owl, will arrive with Leet in the bag. She looks horrendously hurt. She is unconscious when she comes out and bleeding heavily still.
Yeah, we'll give her that healing potion, the 2d4 plus 2.
Okay. It's good that you guys resolved it as quickly as you did, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because she was unconscious in a bag, and your owl would take a long time to catch up to that ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the orders were just to
Seriously.
catch up, so...
I was like, yeah, it's going to take her forever to catch up to that ship if we keep going forward.
Jeez. By the way, I am going to search Lord Skygale's body.
Oh,
before we forget.
absolutely you will.
Oh, yeah, we
are.
definitely do that.
Let me... oh my gosh. Skygale.
Chilo will help.
You know, he is one of the big guys, so you're gonna just loot him for all he's worth?
Absolutely.
Lord Arian Skygale, let's see what things you have.
Goodies you got.
First
What kind
up,
of nonsense you got?
oh, he's got great nonsense, y'all. He has 1, a Rapier of the Wind, a +1 rapier that grants the wielder the ability to cast Gust once per day.
Nice.
That is an attuned item.
I'm not melee. Does anyone want that?
I'll take
Probably
it.
Reyna.
I was gonna say I can't wield it.
Ruin could.
I have
but
no
he
proficiency
isn't around.
for rapiers.
+1 rapier. Oh, are you sending it over in the thing?
Yes, I will send these over in the chat. Okay, let me copy that. Discord. Okay, there is a Rapier of the Wind. Get to my chat here. I made a new chat labeled items, so you can keep these separate
Yay.
Oh,
That
nice.
would make sense.
first.
Sorry.
First. So good. I love that.
Oh, yeah. You ride my coattail, why don't ya?
Okay, second thing he has is a feathered mantle. Frozen. Oh no. You just mentioned that.
There it is. I haven't seen you wear that shirt since that day, too. It's a sign.
The sign. Okay, next up is a feathered mantle, a cloak that allows the wearer to cast Featherfall once per day.
Oh, gosh.
I definitely need that.
Whatever,
Yeah.
man. I'm not even there. Can't say nothing.
Oh, wait, somebody already has a cloak. I believe it's you, Mancha.
Yeah,
You
it's
can't
what
wear
is
2
so-
cloaks.
Doubling up.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I need Featherfall, man.
You have
Okay, well
wings!
What's the cloaky you have on now? Because I don't
Say,
gives
even
not
me
only do you
advantage.
have wings, you are a wizard. You can literally take Featherfall anytime.
Whatever. I was gonna
Next-
sell it. No, just kidding.
Next up is his ring. It is an obsidian signet ring. It symbolizes nobility on in the Obsidian Enclave, granting advantage on persuasion checks when dealing with common citizens of the Enclave.
I need charisma so bad.
Does that require attunement?
Yes.
You can have it if you want it,
Okay.
Mancha. You need the charisma help
That makes sense
Yeah,
for your
I'll-
nefarious stuff.
for your nefarious means.
Oh yeah, we're exploiting. I can feel it already.
Okay.
You're gonna be putting this in chat, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Next up is he has a small whistle that he had on him. Do you have the identify spell?
I can cast it as a ritual.
Okay, cool. I thought I remember that, but I was like, I probably
Yeah,
should be telling you what all these did.
I also have it.
Okay.
So I don't have it prepared, but I can cast it as a ritual.
He has a small whistle. It can summon a gust of wind strong enough to push small objects and scatter light debris, and you can use it once per day. You find 100 gold pieces.
Nice.
Are we dividing the gold? Are we waiting? Are we making a group fund?
Group fund, I think, has been established.
Do we have
Yeah.
a group fund?
We do have a group fund. Have you been keeping track of that, Chilo?
Chilo currently has 6,000 of the gold. I believe Reyna has the rest of it.
Yeah, Raina has a bunch of gold right now.
I have the other 6,000 because we split it in case something happened to one of us.
Hmm.
Are we using all of that towards a group fund? Is that what we're doing?
Chilo
Yeah.
will need 1,000 at some point, and I think Moncha had designation for something.
Yeah, I needed to buy
But I
something.
think other than that, we're using for the...
And
Okay,
Munch also
here's
has
my-
600 extra gold that he Goat's dying wish was to give to Reyna, but whatever he technically chooses to do, no one would know.
Gotcha.
You're never seeing that gold, Reyna, ever.
Ow. Wow, you're gonna deny a man's dying wish. I see how it is. That's
He's-
on you, man. You're
He's not
gonna
a
be
man,
haunted
he's
by
a
that.
minotaur.
Gosh.
You're gonna deny the Minotaur's dying wish. It's up to you. But my question was gonna be: do we want one person to like keep track of the group funds, carry the group funds or whatever, so that we don't get confused?
Yeah.
Who
Yeah, I
wants
suppose
to
we
be the
can.
designated keep track of gold funds person? Does anyone care? Like, I vote not Mancha because I don't trust him.
I'm not with you, so I can't state my opinion.
I was down to do it because Moncha loves gold, but maybe I'm too close to it.
Yeah, I think you're a little too sneaky with it. I don't know.
Mocha loves gold.
Yeah.
All right.
Going on to the rest of the items, you find an Elixir of the Wind, a potion that grants the drinker a flying speed of 60 feet for 1 hour.
Ooh.
A pair of Sky Dancer boots. They are boots that grant the wearer advantage on acrobatic checks, and they require attunement. A winged amulet, an amulet that grants the wearer a +1 bonus to Dex saving throws, requires attunement. And a scroll of command, the command spell.
Nice.
Yeah, you can say all but nothing but go with that command spell.
Hey, it was the best he had at the moment. Stay would have been such a better word, though.
Yeah, totally.
Brian's not salty at all.
No, not at all. Totally wouldn't have. It may have changed the fight there, but it's fine. I'm glad it worked out the way it did.
That's all right. Gambit, who cares about that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say you guys are back on the ROS. You've looted the body. Ruin, you would have gotten to the ground gotten near the ground, I should say.
Before what?
No, I'm going to say this. I would think Wilbur is going to, he still has some kind of communication. He's realized that the fleet is not going to murder him if he returns. I would think he's following the fleet back with everyone else. So if you all would like to reconvene somewhere, he would have dropped everyone off on the ground, and then, man, I'm just trying to figure out a way how to get Ruin back with the party.
Yeah.
I guess, Ruin, you would see as you get close to the ground, there is a ship's wreckage below.
No other ships going towards that wreckage currently?
Nope.
I would like to go to that wreckage just over the table.
Wilbur, do you know? Is that one of your ships?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Then why don't we go take a look-see? What did that ship have on it? Do you know?
Oh, well, sure, we could salvage a few things. Maybe a couple extra cannons.
The meaning to life? Perhaps?
Meaning of life. That would be a stretch.
Well,
Be a stretch.
a stretch is what I'll do. Let's go take a look-see.
All right. If you want, I guess we can. Is everyone headed down there? Moncha, you
Yes.
said you wanted to head towards the wreckage. I assume everyone else does too.
Or first.
Yeah, we're bringing the big ship though, along with the ROS Reina.
We're not just gonna leave it there.
You've rigged it to the back, so it's just floating along with you.
Exactly. Somehow the ROS is carrying the big ship. I don't get it. No.
And how-
Magic.
Fireflies.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, and Jordan, I may have messed up a little tiny bit because it specifies creature. So I don't know how you're designating the ships, but they're probably technically not creatures. But it was
for
cool.
your fireflies?
Yeah, it was cool anyway. So.
We
Rule
gotta
it
take
cool.
that 15 feet of movement back, man. Sorry.
We'll just rule it cool it.
With that, you didn't quite make it. You fell and died.
Oh, all right. Well, time to make a new character.
I guess you have to make a new character. No,
your body lands right next to Goats.
Yeah, both lifeless.
No, it did not affect that much. I'm not being nitpicky about that.
All right.
Let me bring you all back to this Stormclaw that got destroyed.
Before I forget, Jordan, I am taking Lord Skygale's clothes. They may come in handy at a later date.
Okay, they are covered in blood.
That is okay. My mother taught me how to clean.
Sweet.
Heck yeah.
Actually, I didn't have a mother.
I was
so
gonna
never
say,
mind.
are you like Levi Ackerman from Attack on Titan, and you just kid on the streets?
Yeah, if anything,
You're on the streets.
am the exact opposite of clean. As a street urchin.
Yes, street urchin. That's what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you guys can get to this boat. It's on the ground. I assume you park and kind of unboard here. Lee is going to stay on the ship. She is very wounded.
Who gets there first?
I would say Ruin gets there first.
All right, Ruin is going to try and find anything worth of value.
Will you roll? What does Ruin consider valuable?
Oh,
Well, he holds the highest standard life. But anything under that,
I don't think you're going to find life on the boat.
So Jordan, over the table, you know what he is after.
Yes.
So anything that would potentially help him obtain that goal, and that could be just normal funds. Because everyone likes gold, so he could use that to his advantage.
Yes. Okay.
But
Will you make...
Yeah, gold is just a means to an end for him. So, yeah. What do you want me to roll?
Will you make a... just do a perception check to see what you see.
I will have to ask, what kind of terrain are we currently in?
Flaming rubble.
Is this my favorite terrain?
Was this once a forest by chance?
This was never a forest.
Okay, alright. I'll just roll normal then.
If nobody else has, I started a party fund inventory.
15.
Oh,
sir.
for like our magic items and stuff?
Yeah, so we have
15.
12.1k gold, and then the items listed that Jordan listed, and I also added the Worm Step gem.
Okay, I did take the rapier.
You did take the rapier? Okay,
yeah, I did take the
will
rapier.
remove that.
Ruin. 15, you said. 15. Okay, wait, let's see. This isn't working. I'm doing it in chat. Because there's a lot of people on board, and you're going to find quite a chunk of gold. /roll. 15. You find 727 gold pieces.
Nice.
Okay, and so I'm searching these people that are dead on board?
Yeah, so you're kind of... I guess, would you be searching dead people?
Yeah, I would be, but I'd be saying something as I do.
You're like saying a prayer over each one.
I'm not really saying a prayer. I'm more saying,
I mean no offense, and I'm sorry for what you have succumbed to, but these things are no longer valuable in your hands, and I will use them for the good of my people.
I would say that every single time I search somebody. And I have to ask, Jordan, are any of these people I search a Minotaur?
As you approach the sole Minotaur, I will say the rest of the party arrives.
Okay.
And that's pretty crazy. You rolled 2 1s on it.
So the rest of the party arrives as I'm kind of looking through the Minotaur's pockets.
Yes.
Okay.
So everyone else, you will be essentially getting on board, and Ruin is standing over... Well, this little bug creature is standing over your dead friend.
Yep. 2'3", little bug creature, 4 arms. But I would like to say I pull out a piece of paper from this Minotaur's pockets.
Well, I do have a question before we got here, because obviously we were on the ship.
I guess you
and
would
all.
ask about Goat, right?
Yeah.
I think that there would have been a conversation before all of this that Raina really wants an answer as to what happened to Goat.
Yeah, I feel like that conversation would have happened as we were coming down.
Yeah, I was going to say that would have happened before this.
Yeah.
So
Raina would be filled in.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if anybody wanted to say anything particular in that. So I was giving that open to anybody.
I'm not entirely sure what Goat was thinking in his final moments, but he did die a hero and killed the bodyguard for us. I saw him as in his final moments, gave him a big hug, and he gave me some things to give to you, to each of you, to remember him by. And I will give Chilo the blankie, and I will give 599 gold pieces to Raina.
A little off the top.
One to remember him by.
One to remember him by. I have a purpose for that. You'll see later.
I love that 599 gold rate.
And I'll also pull out his recipe for his for goat meat. He said that he could never come up with a good name for it, so we can stick with goat meat, or we can try to think of something else.
Goat meat.
Goat meat.
Yeah.
I feel like we will need to try to come up with something else, but not at this moment.
Nah, not at this moment. We'll have a feast of goat meat at some point. Not goat's actual meat.
No, of people meat or up to you. Preferably people meat, though.
Mhm.
Preferably people meat.
If
Okay.
you have the recipe written down, you can put it in chat too, Brian.
Oh, it's an image in chat. Like it's
It's
a piece of paper in the Fractured Sky
Yeah, I think
chat.
he already sent it over.
No way. Okay, very cool.
But yeah, you guys see a Thrycreen looting your friend and muttering. Well, if you're talking to yourself, you would have no idea what language he's speaking in.
Yeah. So they would hear like my mandibles clacking and clicking and of just a foreign sound, probably to all of them. But I would like to say that the only thing I find in Goat's pocket is a piece of paper. And so they're all arriving, and it's like this piece of paper, and it's a drawing, and it's of this minotaur I'm searching, and a turtle, and an elf with red hair, and a Mancha's race is a tiefling.
Tiefling.
And it's a drawing of all of them, and it just has like written up top above them is Goat's friends. It'll just be this piece of paper that Ruixius is looking at.
Aww.
Raina's gonna yell at him, "Hey, stop that!" as soon as we come
And I'll
over.
pull a piece of paper down and kind of like look at it and look at them, and I will try to connect mentally to all of them.
I would say Chilo is curious, so he would accept a connection.
Same.
Yeah, I think it's
Chilo is
obvious
curious than anything.
that like it would be you trying to connect, so I think Raina's gonna also allow it for now.
I know, bow his head and hold the piece of paper up.
I have to ask. I'm sorry, but I must. Are you a queen?
Yeah, Raina, are you a queen? If you're a queen, you have to tell us.
Raina's gonna give him a really weird look and go, "No."
And he'll roll up the piece of paper.
Then I do not mean to offend.
And he'll take a couple steps back from Goat, and he'll get on one knee, and he'll hold the paper out with his head bowed.
I'm sorry. Is this your
Raina's-
friend?
Raina's gonna take the paper and say, "Yes, this is our good friend Goat."
I do not usually search the dead, but it is what I must do to get to where I need to find what I need to find. Your friend,
And he'll put his... Well, he won't put his hand on his chest because he's worried at what you guys might do. He'll...
I know what it is to feel loss, and I will let you all have your moment. Do not mind Ruixius or Ruin, known by friend or foe.
And he'll take a step back, and he'll continue to be bowed. Yeah.
Raina's gonna look at the paper and she's probably gonna have a little tear. And she's gonna say thank you.
If he was still breathing, or if I knew I could bring him back, I would have,
And you'll see all these fireflies swirl around.
I would have them help me do so. But he is gone, and you are welcome, but I have done nothing.
Chilo is gonna kneel next to Goat, and he's gonna try to take his arms and cross Goat's arms over his chest. And he's gonna say, "I know some of the struggle you faced in life. I hope you finally found peace." Then he's gonna stand back up.
I will say there isn't a sign of anguish on his face. He looks happy, even though the situation he is in.
Rick and Brian just knowing how to tug at the feels of everyone.
Golly, I know, right? So does Goat still have any of his fur on him, or is it all like burnt off in this crash. As sad.
No, his fur is magical. It can't be burnt off.
Goat looks dirty and beat up, but he doesn't look... He's not like a naked mole rat, you know? Like, he still has his fur, he still has his...
Lantern?
His presence. Are you looking for the lantern?
Well, Rixius would have been looking for anything of value that would help him maybe attain his goal.
I would say you would all see the lantern.
Is it
Broken?
It's not broken, but it is no longer black. It's, well, the old black darkened exterior has been replaced with almost a glowing white. It looks to have pink petal designs kind of crossing over it. And a small flame burns inside. And this is a magic item that is inside of this. This is a soul flame ember. So the soul flame ember can be used to temporarily restore life to a creature that has been dead for no longer than 100 years.
Oh my goodness, you're gonna make us cry even more!
I'm making myself cry. So to activate the ember, the user must possess an object tied closely to the deceased, such as a lock of hair, a treasured keepsake, or a personal effect. Upon activation, the ember consumes itself in a brief but brilliant burst of ethereal fire, and the chosen creature is brought back to life for 1 hour. During this time, the creature has full access to its abilities, memories, and physical form as it existed in life. It cannot benefit from any healing or temporary hit points, and at the end of the hour, the creature dies once again, and its soul returns to the afterlife. The ember can only be used once, and if by some chance you're able to possess a second one, the same creature cannot be targeted for a second use. But it's just a small shimmering coal that is burning within Goat's lantern.
So you're saying they can bring Goat back to life for one more go.
Or
1 hour.
One more goat.
One more goat, yeah.
One more goat.
Heck yeah, that's so cool.
That is so cool.
I will miss Goat. That's 100%.
Yeah, man.
Guys, D&D is not supposed to make me cry.
I know.
Yes, it is. It's supposed to make you feel all the emotion.
But that is the one main thing you get off of Goat that was not there before.
Okay, well, Rixius is going to pick it up and hold it out to them. If he's your friend, then this must be for you.
Is it the ember inside of it or the lantern itself that is the magical thing?
The ember inside is the magical thing,
Okay.
technically. Lantern is just the thing it's held in.
This lantern, does it have, when you described it, does it have like a chain?
And Goat, that's up to Brian over here. How was that lantern connected?
It was
its
it was
structure?
connected. Like Goat would wear it with the chain, his shackles. Essentially, he had wrapped it around the handle of the lantern. He always wore it at his hip. So yeah, that chain would still be there.
Raina's the group if she can have the chain, and
Yeah.
she's also going to take a little bit of Goat's fur.